Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. It's the tarot spread that you all love. It's the Celtic Cross love spread that I'm going to be doing. Made 3 readings here, the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive. In the deeper dive, I will be revealing the outcome cards, and I'll be pulling cards out from all of these romance decks that I've got behind here as well. For further clarity on that, I'll be getting a timing card out if that's applicable for the reading as well. So if you're interested in that deeper dive, in that extended reading, toward the end of each of these readings, you'll see a link popping up there for that. You'll also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below, and that's where you can also find the timestamps to fast forward to your reading. So all you need to do now is take your pick. This is a timeless reading, by the way. Whenever you get into it is good. Do you want the crystal? This is a moonstone. Do you want the flower, which is getting a little bit floppy now? Flower? Or the shell? So take your pick now. Don't forget to click like on this video down now. Leave a comment as well as you're watching, and click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. Enjoy your reading, and I will see you in there. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, the crystal and the tarot of mystical moments, let's do your full Celtic Cross tarot spread. Crystals. Now, as usual, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. In the deeper dive, the extended reading, I'm going to be showing you the outcome cards, revealing the outcome cards from this Celtic Cross spread. I'll also be getting cards out from all of these romance decks that I've got on these shelves behind as well, to give you more clarity on all of that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for that up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well. So let's get into it. What is this reading all about? You've got 3 cards for what the reading is about. It's about the Chariot. It's about being pulled in 2 directions as concerns the lovers, and the 5 of Wands competition. So someone's got competition for you, huh? So you got your maybe pondering between 2 suitors, 2 lovers, and wondering which one it is. Now you could have been kind of focused on one person for some time, thinking they're it, but it wasn't quite moving forward. And then someone else has got in touch, or someone showed up, and it's like, oh, maybe it's them. Anyway, that's what the reading is about. You're in that situation. This one's yours. What's crossing you? 10 of Swords. You're not wanting to let go. Okay, so the 10 of Swords is a painful ending. So there's something painful about you letting go of this first one. The one, maybe you've spent a lot of time with that person. Maybe you spent a lot of energy and a lot of focus on it being that one. And kind of letting go of that focus that you've got feels painful to you, because you've put a lot of invested a lot of energy, it feels like, into one of those options, and then someone else has shown up or popped into your mind, and you're thinking, well, that could be better for me. Okay, so how do things look on the face of it? Let's help you with this decision. How do things look on the face of it for crystals? How does it appear on the surface? Again, a lot of cards. The Hermit, you're by yourself still. 9 of Wands, ouch, 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 ouchie. Yeah, Wounded Warrior, by yourself still. It's like, I'm putting all of this work in. I'm doing all of this work. And yet I'm still by myself. What's going on? And then like these other options are showing up now. What is it all about, universe? Like, show me one and then like make it come to me. What's behind that? The Emperor just jumped out pretty fast then. The Emperor is the divine masculine. It is the one that takes charge of things and steps forward, and steps up and go and takes the lead. Now, what this is saying to me for you crystals is that you've put a lot of work into this, right? Hermiting away, you've been by yourself, you've been healing those issues and all of that. You put a lot of effort in to this one option, this past person or whatever, but they haven't stepped forward yet, and you are waiting around now for one of them to step forward. Who is going to be the Emperor? Who's actually going to step into that energy and take charge and come and claim you and make the effort? That's what you want now, is one of them to make an effort. It feels to me, crystals, like you've gone as far as you can go with all of this. You're being pulled in 2 directions, like, who shall I decide on now? Well, no, it's their decision which one is going to step up, Which one is actually going to take that action? So I think you've got two suitors here, and I think that you could be happy with either of them. But they're perhaps different, but you could be happy with either of them. You're not going to be happy if you're waiting around for one that never steps forward, are you? Divine Masculine has got to be the ones that get into this energy and choose and then take action and put the skin in the game kind of thing. And so this is kind of taking the decision out of your hands, really. This is saying, crystals, you don't need to decide, and you don't need to let go of either one. You can let them both be in the running. It's like, we'll both run to me then, and whoever actually gets into this energy wins me. What's the recent past energy for crystals? So you could have a lot of suitors at the moment, but none stepping forward as of yet. It feels like it will happen now. Three of Swords in the past energy. So recent past has been heartbreaking for you. And it could be that this Ten of Swords, like the feeling like wasted energy. I've been focused on someone, but they're just not coming forward. And so what a waste of time and effort. And it's breaking your heart. Letting go. It feels like you've been trying to let go of that one. But yeah, it feels to me like you need a reframe here, a reframe in your mind of just let them all be in the running. Let the whole planet, the whole masculine or feminine race be in the running for you. And who just comes forward with that best offer. You'll love them, I'm sure. But you need someone that loves you, right? And that will make that effort. Of course, it needs to be someone you choose too, but it feels to me like it's more important that it's someone that chooses you. Oh, interesting. So what's coming up in the near future for you? You've got the Seven of Wands. There's a need to protect yourself here. A need to stand your ground. What it is you deserve. That right approach. Don't just let anyone in with like a sloppy approach or anything like that. You need to stand your ground and protect yourself. Protect your stance, protect what it is that you want and stand up for that. So you're going to have to stand firm in all of this. You want someone to step forward right. You know, the Emperor steps forward in the right way. Not booty call or you know, all of that kind of way. So who's going to do that? It feels like it's a race, the Chariot. It feels like a race to crystals now. And you've got competition. I mean, there's more than one in the running, but it's not for you to do it now. You're the finish line. You are not the you're not one of the ones running in the race. So the effort isn't yours now. It's theirs that are running this race, and it looks like you've got some masculines here running that race towards you, crystals. What else is this reading about? Fool. You're so ready for a new start. You're so ready to take a risk on this. And it does feel to me, so I just want to go a little bit more into that, what I said about you choosing. You do need to choose someone, right? They need to be your choice. You need to be attracted to them and all of that. They need to be a good choice. And a good choice is someone that's choosing you as well. Yeah, for sure. And making the effort and all of that. But what I'm getting is that you're really good at loving others. Like, as long as there's attraction there and everything like that, and they've got good compatibility to you, you're going to be able to love them. You're going to be able to have a good relationship with them because you're good in relationships. You're good at loving people. And you might have already proved that in the past by being able to love on people that really weren't worthy of that at all. And so, of course, you're going to be able to love either of them or however many you've got racing towards you now. Of course you are. And so you're going to be able to take that risk. Yeah, the Fool, take that risk because you know that you're good in relationship. So really it is all on the one that's coming and the way that they're approaching you and how they step up. You are the finish line. They are the runners. Let them do the running. Let them make the effort. What are your fears? Crystal's fears. King of Swords, that you're not clear. Right, so your fears are that you need to get clear first, that you're manifesting this, that you're kind of doing the work for them. You're not doing the energetic work for them. They need to do that first. You don't need to decide which one is going to win. You just need to stand there at the finish line and wait to see who wins. So you're scared that you have a lack of clarity on that, but you don't need to have clarity on it. You don't need to predict which one's going to win. You don't need to predict which one. You don't. And if you're trying to do that because when because you like to be focused on somebody and be pouring your love even when you're not with them. You need to have a fixation on someone. There's always got to be someone in your mind. Then, what was I going to say? You need to open up a little bit more. And it's okay. Like, it's okay if you're still thinking of one of them or whatever. You can think of both of them if you want. Got the Page of Cups here. So fearing starting again in a way. Yeah, fearing starting again. From scratch, which you won't be. You've learned so much, so you won't be starting from scratch. But this is a fear of, what if it's neither of them? What if it's someone else? What if I have to start this whole process again? It's wearing on you. Now you've also got the Empress in your fears here as well. So you're fearing that you're too good in a way. This is why you've got to wait for the Emperor to come in, right? The one that's... The Emperor isn't a particular person. It's a state that people get in. Just like the Empress isn't a particular person. It's not just you, Chris. It's not just me. It's a state that we get in. We've all been... You and I, crystals, we've all been not Empress before. We've all been the princesses or whatever, you know. But the Empress is a state of mind, and it's a state of the way that you live your life. And you're waiting for one of these divine masculines to get into that state. You're waiting for a masculine to get in divine masculine, is what it is, to step up and be the Emperor and to get into that state. So don't be worried that being in the Empress state is a bad thing. It's not. It holds that energy so that it has to be someone that gets into the state of the Emperor that comes forward. So hold out for that. That's why you got the Seven of Wands. You need to protect that. So don't fear that. Protect it. What are your hopes? I didn't ask the question. What are your hopes? Woo! That's a bit lively. The King of Pentacles. So you hope that they've got plenty of money. You hope that they're stable. You hope it's like stability. You hope that this is a good one this time, that it's going to stick around and it's going to last and it's going to be stable. The Knight of Pentacles. You hope this take it slowly. So there's a bit of you that is not wanting someone to like come and sweep you off your feet in a way. You don't want love bombing. You don't want booty calls and all that kind of thing. You don't want someone that moves in fast. You want someone that courts you slowly and takes it really slowly. Pentacles, stability. Wanting a lot of stability there. The outcome. Let's get your outcome cards out. Like as I said, I'm going to reveal these cards in the deeper dive, in that extended reading. Oh, wow. And also... get all cards out from all of these romance decks here as well for further clarity for you. We'll get timeline cards out as well if that is applicable, and it looks like it is applicable with these cards. Let's see. Okay. And then that. Wow. And then excellent. Okay, so you got 3 outcome cards there. Tell quite a story. Yes, you will be getting a timeline card out as well in the deeper dive along with all of that for clarity. So if you are interested in that, if that does sound like it is your story, it could be your story, and you want to get that deeper dive for even more on this, for these outcome cards and for the rest of it and for a timing, then I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, all those places that your email provider hides your emails away so you can't find them. So once you found that, in that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that crystal on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. When you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Click on the subscribe button along with that notification bell to hear more from me as well. I do 3 of these Love Picker card reads a week. I do a daily energy update for the collective. I do random twin flame love reads for each star sign. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. Come along to that for a mini read, or check out the your messages for your sun, your moon, your rising sign and your Venus sign with the replays of those shows as well. So thanks again. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this, and if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, and the Light Seers Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do your full Celtic cross spread for your love life, flowers. Find out what's going on for you. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. In the extended reading, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards from this Celtic cross spread, and I'll also be getting cards out from all of these romance decks as well that I've got on these shelves as well to give you further clarity on all of that. We're getting a possible timeline out as well if that is applicable to this reading too. And so if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So this reading is all about your happiness. It's all about the sun. All about you being really happy, like your inner child being really happy. Not just settling for a relationship, but being really, truly happy. What is crossing you in this is your independence, 9 of Pentacles, or it's a belief about your independence. So it's not necessarily your independence and you being good by yourself that's crossing you. You might have a belief about that. So you might be thinking, I'm too independent, you might think that you're too successful, too independent, independent. That belief isn't true, right? Because secure, healthy people will want to be with someone like that. They're not going to be wanting to be with someone that's needy. And yeah. So I don't believe that this is holding you back, because this wouldn't hold you back from a healthy relationship, from one that's going to truly make you happy. But a belief about this could be holding you back. So change that belief. Like, no. Someone that's healthy and secure will want someone who is independent. Of course they would. Independent and successful and all of that. They're not going to be wanting, like an insecure person is going to be wanting someone that's unsure of themselves and insecure and all of that and needy, because then they can control them. Then they can feel better about themselves and their own insecurities. But you wanted someone that will truly make you happy here. This is about your happiness, your inner child being happy as well. So how do things look on the face of it for flowers? How do things look on the face of it for flowers? The Fool is about taking a risk, and the Six of Pentacles on reciprocation. Right, so you guys, you flowers, you might be going for even more success, even more independence, even you might be shining even brighter, you might be taking risks in your life, and it's going to be even harder for someone to come in and reciprocate and be up to your level there. This is you going from strength to strength in your life, but again with this belief that you're getting further and further away from relationship by doing it. So you're taking a risk on your life getting even better, but with that Six of Pentacles means that it's going to be even harder for someone to reciprocate that. So you're narrowing the playing field down by being extra shiny, because there's not that many people that are healing themselves and being shiny and taking themselves to the next level. They are out there, but there's less of them. The higher you get, the less people are up there. But there still are people up there, so don't worry. What's really behind that? Oh, what's really behind that? So that's the face of it. What's really behind that? Too many. What's really behind that? I will take 3, 4 in a pot, but not a massive pile of them like that. Okay, hang on. I don't need more cards. I'm getting this message. 8 of Wands is about communication. What's really behind that is about communication. You've had communication from somebody who perhaps was at this high level and of where you're headed, and perhaps they rejected you, or perhaps something went on there and it's made you feel like if they rejected you, if there was a problem there with that communication, someone you were talking to a while ago, all of this feels like you feel like you're putting yourself in a place that is out of other people's league, and it feels to me like you were talking to someone that's in that league in the past and they rejected you, or something went on, and it's really cemented this belief that you're putting yourself in an energy that is out of reach of anyone else. That's what your belief is, and I'm sure it's not true. But there's something from the past there, someone that you were talking to that's made you believe that even more. Now, if it is in the past, perhaps you weren't in your bright, shiny energy now. Perhaps you need to be more bright and shiny. Perhaps you had fears still that were holding you back. Perhaps you were still holding yourself back. Perhaps this person is the right person for you, but you weren't the right person for that level at that time. Think back. If this is ringing a bell with you, think back to that time. And that communication with them. How was your energy compared to now? Have you leveled up since then? It could be that you are now on a level with them. Because this feels like you're taking a risk, you know, to be out of people's league. But that is just telling me, like, no, you've already had the communication about this, but that communication might have made you feel in the past that it was not for you. It might not be that person, but it could be someone like that. There's a lot of beliefs that need sorting out here, flowers. What's the recent past energy? What's been going on for flowers recent past? Well, you've been out and about with friends, 3 of Cups. So you've been having good times with friends. It's all been about friendship, having a good time with them. So you've not really been focused on relationship at all. Well, you've not been trying to find someone out there, let's put it that way. And why would you with these kind of beliefs, like that there's no one out there that's right for you? You're out of everyone's league, so you might as well just hang out with your mates, right? And have some fun. What's coming in the near future? Love it. Empress energy. Ah, very interesting. So the Empress energy, which suggests that you're not quite there yet. And so you've been stepping more and more into your Empress energy. You're going to get there. And this is all kind of feeling to me like you already think you're the Empress energy, but it wasn't the Empress that came up here. It was the 9 of Pentacles. It's on the way to the Empress. 9 of Pentacles is definitely on the way to the Empress. So it's like you've got more wins to happen, or before you've fully solid in that Empress energy and realizing, you know, I deserve the very best and the very best is out there and I will have the very best and all of that. Once you're really secure in that and your beliefs are on board with that, that's what you've got coming in the near future. So keep on sorting your mind out and these beliefs out so that you can sit firmly in that Empress energy and feel good about it. So this is all about your happiness. You being truly happy. You deserve it. What's the reading also about? What's this reading also about? Queen of Cups, you being open and receptive to that. Oh. So that someone can rush in. Knight of Swords. So that someone can rush into your life. Right, so this is saying to me right now that you're not really open to this. You might be thinking, come on, I'm ready, it's time now, but your energy is saying, I'm closed down because I think I am out of everyone's league, or, yeah, that's what it's saying. You're so close. You've just got to sort your mind out about this, flowers, to be open and receptive. Now, you might want to check out the crystals reading, but I want to tell you something about crystals reading. The Empress is the finish line. You're the prize. You're the jackpot. You're at the finish line. The contenders are the ones running the race. They're the ones that are making the effort to be in the running for you. Let them do that. So you be the open energy of the finish line that emperors are running. Like this Knight of Swords, to you, be open to see which one it is. If you're in that mindset, then you're going to stop overthinking it of like, maybe I'm out of everyone's league. Because it feels to me like that your thoughts at the moment, flowers, are thinking like about percentages of people out there. And so you might be thinking, well, I need to date 10 people to find one that's suitable for me. But I've put myself out of the league of the majority, and so I'm not even going to have 10 people to date. But you don't need to think about that. There's just one. There's one that's going to win this race. There's one that's going to be running toward you. There's one that's going to recognize your energy and want to make that effort and come toward you. And so be open to whoever it is. Just be open to whoever that is. Be open to finding out. Be curious about finding out. Yeah, because you're coming across as a little bit closed here. What are your fears? What are flowers' fears? Fears for flowers. Fears for fears. Fears for flowers. Oh, that was tricky. Changing your mind. Oh, you fear changing your mind. And what needs to happen really here is that you do need to change your mind, right? But you're fearing changing your mind. I don't get it. Please explain in the comments below. Please explain. Hanged Man. I think there's more fears. I think you've got more fears than that. You fear changing your mind. Or you fear waiting forever. It could be that. Hanged Man can be that too. It's just waiting around. Oh, yoy. The race. There's the race. Circle's completed. Okay. So you're kind of fearing that, the race. It feels to me like you want to be in control of this. And so, you know, I told you, like the race, the Chariot card is saying that. There's a race towards you. You're the finish line. You're the prize at the end of it. You're that jackpot. And you're afraid of this race. You're afraid of... You don't get to choose who wins that race. You don't get to back the right horse kind of thing. So there is an element of you trying to control who it is that's going to win this race here. You're afraid of how interesting this balance coming in, the justice, your true reflection, the balance coming in. So you're a little bit afraid of that. Why? So you're stepping up to this winner, this very high level kind of a success and all of that as the Empress, but you're afraid of someone coming in that's at that level. Why is that? Because they're going to expect more of you, because you're not going to be able to be lazy anymore, because it's so much easier going out with a knight or something like that, because you have control in a way. You help them. You're the one that's in control of everything, and so you're never challenged by the other person. Your true match is going to be a challenge to you. If you're bringing someone in that's at that high level too, it's going to be challenging to you. That's going to be more of a challenging relationship. You're going to have to step up even more, kind of thing. You're not going to be able to be lazy. What are your hopes? What are your hopes? And I just heard that these could be your hopes as well. So if you're reading them as your hopes, the Hanged Man, so you're hoping to change your mind about this. You're hoping for your mind to settle about this. You're hoping for that race to be won, kind of thing, for someone to step forward. You're hoping for your counterpart. Interesting that there could be equal hopes and fears there, I was told. But what are your hopes? Two of Wands, a decision. You want to make the choice. You be wanting... can't speak properly. You be wanting to make the choice. Control issues, Flower. That's the second time I've picked up on control issues. The Devil. So it's very interesting when you have positive cards out for the fears and negative cards out for the hopes. The Devil. Better the devil you know? Is it that? More of the same, or I'm better off just being with the kinds that I'm usually with, at least then I'm in control. You're afraid that, no, you're hoping you're not going to be able to make a choice. You're hoping what? You don't have a choice. You want to choose, you want to be the one in control. There's a part of you that kind of wants to go back and have relationships with the types that you did before, which aren't good for you. And the Two of Swords, it's like you don't, part of you is hoping that you don't have that choice. Whoa, you're tying yourself up in knots here. You're overthinking this. Yeah. Before you can get to this Empress energy, which is coming to you in the near future, you need to get really clear in yourself that you're not going to go backward, that you are going to hold out for what the Empress deserves, and that you are ready for that, and you can step up and be challenged by that Emperor kind of an energy. Let's find out what your outcome is anyway. Outcome cards for flowers, please. And of course I'm going to reveal these outcome cards to you in the deeper dive. So if this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, then you might want to get that. Get another outcome card out for you. Oh, 3 more. That was exciting. Okay, let's do these one by one. So, I think some of you might have seen that already. That's good. And then there is this. And then there's this. And then there's this. You've got quite a mixed bag here, but it tells quite the story too. So you've got a lot coming up in the outcome. It feels to me like there's more stuff to work through. So let's help you work through that. So if you want to know what those outcome cards are, and you want me to get all of these cards out from these decks as well for clarity on and advice for all of this and timelines as well, we'll get on it if you've got something coming in here. Then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. Now, in that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well, and click on that subscribe button and that notification bell down there to hear more from me. Good luck with all of this if this is where you're leaving me. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive for all of that extra information, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell and the Muse Tarot, then this one's for you. Let's do your full Celtic Cross love spread. Shells, about your love life and find out what's going on for you. Now, as usual, Shells, it's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. In that one, I'm going to reveal the outcome cards to you from this Celtic Cross spread. I'm also going to be getting cards out from all of these romance decks that I've got back here, so that you've got more clarity on all of that. I'll be getting a timeline card out as well to give you a possible timeline for all of this, if that is applicable to this reading. So let's find out what it's all about. What is this reading all about for Shells? It's all about 6 of materials, so reciprocation, someone that puts effort in as much as you, someone that's got something to offer you. Knight of Inspiration, Ace of Inspiration, someone that comes in with an idea, with passion, with excitement, someone that's like at your level, someone that can bring you things and excitement and good things to your life and all of that. Someone that can reciprocate is what this is about. Perhaps you haven't been experiencing that. What's hindering Shells in this? What's hindering Shells in bringing this kind of relationship into their lives, or receiving that from someone that they've got their eye on at the moment? You want a whole lot here, and that's a very good thing. You should want a lot. What's hindering you is the unknown. It's like, yeah, but who? There's nobody around me. Like, there's nobody that seems to be like that. Like, so much unknown. That's what's hindering you. You don't need to know. You just need to be open to it and trust in it. It's going to happen. How do things look on the face of it for Shells? Page of Emotions. Like, there's just so many beginners or young, maybe a lot of people attracted to you are much younger than you, or novices, that kind of thing. It's like they're just wishful thinking. They're all so young, they're all so naive, they don't have any substance behind them, they don't have this, like, this is meaty, this is like someone that's got a lot to offer me as much as I've got to offer in a relationship to them, kind of stuff. And we're just meeting like pages. What's really behind that? What's really behind this? Page of Emotions here. So are you meeting like younger people? What's really behind that is a Knight of Voices. In a rush. What? Why? Okay, what's really behind that is you're in a rush. So yes, you're meeting pages of emotion. So those, it's the, kind of the player kind of a vibe, really. Some people see like Knight of Wands here as the player, but not sometimes I can, but sometimes no. Page of Emotions is, it's someone that wears the heart on the sleeve, but the very naive kind of thing, and it's just, they'll go out with anyone on a whim. They're just attracted to them, and it's there. And so what this is saying is that you're rushing too much. So you're going to meet, if you want a relationship, if you want someone right now, what can you do? You can go out to a bar or whatever, and you can pick one of these up, right? If you want this, then you're not going to be able to do that the same way. This is saying that you're rushing into it, right? And it's causing you this nightmare. And you don't want to feel left out. That's why you're rushing. So, Page of Materials, going for these that don't offer very much. So it's the way you're looking. It's where you're looking for them that's the problem here. And where you're looking for them is happening because of the rush. You want someone now. You don't want to be by yourself any longer. You want someone now. You've been single for enough, like long enough. You want something now. So that's kind of what's crossing you too. So you think it's unknown, like there are none of these out there. I don't know where to find them and all of that. But you're going to the places and doing the things where there's just these younger or not the ones that are looking for this, that offer this. So, recent past energies for shells. The Three of Emotions. Could have had someone cheating on you here, or just a lot of people on the go at the same time, dating a lot of people. Someone else dating a lot of people. You could have been dating a lot of people too. But yeah, just a lot of toing and froing kind of thing. A lot of young energy and people like sowing the wild oats kind of thing, seeing a lot of people at the same time. I couldn't do that, and I couldn't be with someone that's doing that either, not even dating them. This is all screaming you've been looking in the wrong places for people here. Where you've been looking is not the places that you'll find someone with this energy that's true reciprocation, someone that's exciting, someone that knows what they want. In the near future energy, you've got death. Something needs to end, right? So you need to end a pattern that you've got. You need to end what it is that you've been doing, where you've been looking. I don't know, what are you doing? You like online dating us or going out to clubs and expecting to meet someone there. Whatever it is that you're doing, it needs to stop because it's not getting you what it is that you want. You need to get focused on something else. Something that would be what someone like this would do. So in other words, like I don't date or anything like that on online, or I go out with my friends to have fun, but I don't even think, I wouldn't even be stupid enough to think that I'd meet someone out there, because I won't. I know that I won't. I go about living my life and doing those things that I really love, things that I really love doing, like my hobbies and stuff like that, because I know that that's how I'm going to meet somebody. Because I'll meet someone that's on the same page as me doing those things. And people that are passionate about their lives and are passionate about things like this night of inspiration, someone that can truly bring things into your life, someone that can reciprocate, they're already going to be making effort in their lives, in their work, and in their they're going to be motivated to do good things for themselves. So they're going to be pursuing their hobbies and stuff like that. You want someone that's got similar hobbies to you, right? So you just get on with yours. And so you being in that energy is, you're going to meet somebody. You're going to meet somebody sooner or later in that, and then they're going to be the right people. That's looking in the right place. Yeah, this just feels like a reading for someone that's been dating and you keep on expecting to find. Now, the dating circuit, who have you got? Who are the kind of people that are dating on online websites and stuff like that? That's the people that aren't necessarily enjoying their life. Yes, they want to have a partner, but why do they want to have a partner, If their life is really full because they're living, if they've got a lot, their life is very rich, they're not going to be feeling that. They're not going to have time and the inclination to put themselves out on these dating things. Going to be too busy for that, right? Not busy because they're just doing stuff all the time, not in a bad way, but their life's going to be really full. So you need to make your life really full and know that you'll meet somebody. What else is this reading about? Telling of Emotions is about your ultimate happiness. Your heart being really happy. Page of inspiration. It's about like your dreams coming true, the ideas that you've had coming true, and your heart being truly happy. So it feels to me like you've had like visions of what you truly want. You might have been thinking that what you truly want is just going to come about from one of these pages that you meet, that one of them is going to come good. So you might keep on doing the same thing and getting what you always got. You keep on doing what you do, you keep on getting what you got. You might think, well, I just need to get lucky one time and one of these pages are going to come good and they're going to be just magically one of these people. They're not, because these people aren't doing these things. They're not in the same place as that. They're not looking there. They're not people doing that. So this is about you getting what you truly want and your heart's contentment. What are your fears? Shell's fears. You're fearing that the universe isn't kind of helping you out. So it feels like you're trying all kinds of things, but there's obstacles put in your way. And yeah, fearing that the universe isn't helping you here. Keeps on giving you duds. Well, you can keep on going into McDonald's, and still never get a gourmet meal, and you won't ever get a gourmet meal there. And you can keep on doing it and then say, universe, why won't you give me a gourmet meal? Honey, it's because you're in McDonald's. 8, you're fearing the work. 8 of materials. You're fearing the work. Putting more effort in. Well, I can't think of any worse effort that you can put in than doing that dating thing. Like, really. That has got to be a lot of effort for a whole lot of nothing. It's a different kind of work that you put in. But it's work for yourself, so you're going to gain from it. Pursuing your hobbies and stuff like that. It's not bad work. I don't know why you'd fear that. Anyway, what are your hopes? Hopes? 3 voices for heartbreak. No. Why would you hope for heartbreak? I don't get it. What are your hopes? Maybe that's upside down. Maybe it's like to heal from all of that heartbreak. Hopes. What are hopes for shells? It's very strange. And interesting when negative cards come out for the hope part. Hopes. Any positive hopes for shells? What are your hopes? So that might be telling me here that you might be hoping for better, but you're expecting heartbreak. Hopes. 8 of emotions to walk away. No, you do. You want to walk away from something. Huh? I wasn't picking up that you were with anyone, but it's like you want to end something here. Are you with someone at the moment, or are you dating someone at the moment and you want to end? You want to be by yourself. You're hoping to be by yourself. Wow, what a turn, because I wasn't picking up that you were with somebody. I was picking up that you were single, but perhaps you've been dating someone not right for you. You're kind of hoping that falls apart. I think it will. But then you'll have to start again, right? That might be your fear. Start again and put work in from the start. That's changed everything. I hadn't realised you were with somebody. Okay, well, what's the outcome for shells? Let's get your outcome cards out. These are the outcome cards that I'll be revealing in the deeper dive, in that extended reading as well. And I'll be getting cards out from all of these decks too for further clarification on all of that. Let's get you a timeline out if that's applicable to these outcome cards as well. We've got another one. I'll like 3. At least 3 for the outcome cards. Nothing wants to come out, so let's take these 2. Oh, I can see why it's just those 2 that need to come out, because it's very powerful. Okay, there's your outcome. So if you do want to know what these outcome cards are, and you want that story on that, and you want all of this for further advice for you and all of that, then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'll pop a link for up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully. Because if you get it wrong, you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, your promotions folder, all those places that your email provider hides them away so you can't find them. In that email, you'll see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You click on that shell on your device where you can open PDFs. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. Now, when you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, click on that notification bell, all of those things that YouTube really should be telling you instead of all of us YouTube creators having to say it in every single video. It's common to a whole of YouTube. Anyway, YouTube, start doing that for us. Or do something on the screen or whatever that we don't have to say that, because it's a lot of wasted content time, I think. Anyway, what do you think? Anyway, good luck with all of this. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of it. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.